Hey everybody, welcome back to Master of Magic, the 2022 edition, where things are finally in the correct resolution. I thank you all for your patience last time. Let me just do a quick look at Ballad, Brightleaf, and Fallen Leaf here. Our three towns. We are currently being beset by some Orcish or Highman bowmen, which are probably coming from the Highmen of Brighthaven, who have probably gotten a little bit more defenses since we first encountered them. We could probably use this ghoul to take a quick peek. But yeah, this is something where I do want to thank you all for continuing to watch this. I do want to give a shout out to the one random person that seems to like going through and disliking every video I put out now. So hello, welcome. According to YouTube, engagement is still engagement one way or another. So I appreciate any of you all that leave a like or a dislike. Definitely tell me in the comments what you think about what's going on and things I can do, such as we have these sprites, and these sprites are jerks. We're going to need to actually go and get some ranged people here, and I don't know exactly if I can build a ranged person right now. I do have some cavalry here, but the longbowmen are going to require a sawmill for sure, so let's go ahead and put that in there next. We do have an armory that's coming up, and that will be fairly useful. We also have, if you remember last time, I did do a desperation summon for some wolves here. Not wolves, hellhounds, and we're going to be doing a little bit more of that in the near future. Let's just make sure that we have Brightleaf properly defended. It's all fine. I have no idea what these guys are going to do. I'm hopeful that I can go ahead and defend my town here, because I don't like this guy's chances versus just these, and I'd rather not have my town be sacked this early. But forward settling into a neutral, we knew that was a risk, especially when we were busy taking our main force over here and letting them get purged a little bit by a happy little unicorn. Gotta think back to all of the fiction that I've read that appropriately say that unicorns are not as friendly as maybe people like to think they are. So you guys are just wandering around. Okay. Well, I think the best move then is to move our hellhounds down here. And we're going to keep this place guarded, and we're going to keep our hometown a little bit guarded as well for the time being. Because we do have a skeleton here, and I think one of my goals is to go ahead and get a ghoul out. Now, the ghoul does also have one upkeep as well. It's a little bit more expensive on the mana, but the fortunate thing for us is that we do, in fact, have some gold to spare, which you can now properly see because we're looking at the correct resolution here. Let's actually go through our towns real quick and make sure that we're not missing anything. That's the mirror. Look at Shuri's pretty face there. All right, so Ballad is building. We have 2 rebellion now from overtaxation without representation. That does make a difference for building here, but that is because we are not currently garrisoned. So we may be able to fix that in just a little bit. There was a way that I could go over to other towns. There we go. Brightleaf is looking quite all right. So yeah, we could totally have 1.5 right now, but it's okay. Global unrest, the percentage of townsfolk that are unhappy. Yeah. All right, so we're just going to keep you on guard here. Okay, so we have a little bit of scouting that we'll be able to do next turn. And you guys just wandered off up here. More skeletons, hooray. So let's take a quick peek. How many jerks do y'all have sitting here now? 5. 5 Hyman swordsmen. We definitely don't want to push that right now. I think I will continue to explore south, although one of the things I'm going to need to do before long is with some of these nodes here. Well, right now that node is guarded, but if we can take over that node, we'll get some bonus mana here. Power of 4. So we may want to do, I don't know if we want to do the giant spider first. We got a lot of nature shit. We need to pump out some ranged units today. I think that's going to be one of my big old goals. So we'll do that. I'm going to give you all a chance to not be stupid. We'll see how that works out. You guys are going to be stupid. Cool. Okay. Well, we could potentially win. I do want to send the familiar, but I don't want to actually... I don't think I want to lose my swordsman here. We're going to try to risk the biscuit. Send the familiar, and I trust them to do a little bit better than me on that, so it's fine. Okay, so you're here. You need to go back to exploring down here for now. And we're gaining a little bit of mana per turn. We have a little bit of upkeep. It's fine. So you guys definitely need to be guarding again. You definitely need to continue exploring. We have not explored the monster lair. Of course, now that I'm talking, my cats are deciding, you know what, we actually just want to run around after all. They have been behaving a little bit better lately. As we had COVID go through the house recently, I think we also had a sad case of cat COVID. Because as you know, felines are very susceptible to that. And I think one of our cats was just sick and not very happy about it. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad backup plan, but I'm going to go ahead and research the fire elemental. It's going to take 50 turns, which is more than we have left just about here. We do have a Gahul available to us for 60 mana. Let's go ahead and do some alchemy here. So here's our armies, wrong army. Let's go ahead and transmute just a little bit more here. Let's do 200 gold transmuting into 113 mana. So that way we can summon our first ghoul. Because I think that's going to be a very useful thing. Somehow it's still only going to take 2 turns. That's because of other statistical factors. We got 30 gold from that monster lair. That's one of the things that obviously you can probably tell from the first run. That's a lot easier here, is that we have the settings on easy dialed down so that a lot of these things aren't as bad as they once were. Of course, my inability to properly click is one of my greatest enemies here. We have ghouls! Look at that face. It's the face of death, literally. Because we're here. There's 4 of us. We learn now that the undead don't actually respawn. We do have other spells that we can potentially cast. I don't know if I want to summon a second ghoul. I think I do. We're leaning into our summoning ritual pretty hard here. We don't have any range stuff yet. Is there anything that we can take on here? Probably not the warbears. It sucks that some of these are just sprites. We could potentially take on the zombies, ghouls, and skeletons. Oh my. Let's take a look at that real quick. Tell me more about the zombies. They have plus hit chance. They have movement. They're otherwise kind of unremarkable. They're from the Death Realm. They just have a plus to hit. There's 6 of them. Armor resistance. The ghouls are not super crazy. The skeletons are all kind of there. We may be able to bum rush this between these 2 sets of forces. I honestly wouldn't mind that, because we still need some range shit online for this. Okay, so let's go ahead and adjust our magic a little bit. We're going to up our research. Our casting skill, I did say I wanted to get a little bit higher, so this is okay. We do want fire elementals in a reasonable amount of time. So let's go like this. This is fine, and turn. Like I said, we're just getting a bite-sized taste of the game. So we have even more ghouls. Super ghouls, and I'm standing on top of a volcano with 2 fire elementals. So we have a whole bunch of fightable stuff over here. If I were only able to get to it. So let's see here. If we bring Hell Puppy over here. Because I think Ballad's officially a town now. and has been for a little bit of time. Let's build the important stuff first. Builder's Hall, barracks. I think there's forest tiles in here, so we can totally build a sawmill. Yeah. Alright, so Ballad may come online by the time this is done. There we go. A and D were our hotkeys here. So we have wild game and good old-fashioned coal available here. Meanwhile, up here we have a bunch of summon monsters. We can buy the armory for 50 gold. How... Okay, we can't actually train Longbowmen yet, so let's splash some cash here. But I do think I want to go ahead and see, since we got this 5-pack of units, it's going to take a few turns to do it. Let's see if we can go ahead and take control here, or at least what the game says about our chances. Meanwhile, we're just going to continue exploring the wilds. So what are the odds? So what are our choices here? We can face the defenders or search the tower. So apparently our chances are not very good with what we have here. Well, that's okay. If our goal's to build up a little bit, let's build up. And then we can just go and crush the remaining stuff here. That looks like another happy little temple. And then we have enchantments that are applied. Negative moon effect. Negative moon effect. Opposing energy of the moon is active. Those who follow nature nodes produce less mana. Huh. Fascinating. Well, hopefully that's not bad news bears for us. Okay, so we have this here. We just need to muster out a few more forces, I think. So if we go here, we can't buy this out yet. All right. Just gonna micromanage here ever so slightly. Okay, so 10 more turns. Units awaiting orders. I bet they are. All right, in turn. Just move it on down, and we have more goodies. I'm gonna set y'all to guard for now. So you're scary. We know Nagas are bad, but not as bad as they could be. Giant spiders, on the other hand, are pretty damn bad. All right. Okay, what can we build here? Since we're in Brightleaf. Well, if we can build some Longbowmen here. Let's do that now. And then we can also potentially get some Longbowmen here in just a minute. Interesting, we have Halberdiers, who are not very good. It won't let us queue up the Longbowmen until this is done, so it's fine. Alright. Okay, we already spotted this here. And I just want to make sure we haven't actually met another player here. I think that's one of the things about it being an easier setting here. Did I say that and then... Okay, those are just the orcs. But I'm pretty sure those are neutral orcs. Neutral orcs that we actually have a shot of beating. So that's worth something. 78 gold. We could buy that out next turn. Let's do it. Okay. High Elf Swordsman. Leveling up. Once again, there's no small irony in the fact that these elves have turned to... They're like, we're so peaceful, we're using a dark wizard to do our dirty work. Still can't build the other stuff. Well, let's build a spearman just to see if that captures any overflow. Okay. Then we go up here. See, we did capture some overflow, and let's build 3 longbowmen. So we're going to leave the spearmen here to are cheap and easy to train as such. They are the bare bones of any fledgling army. Not very good, but that's okay. Alright. And we have another. Well, hello, friend. So there's even more cash money. And looks like Ballad's in a little bit of trouble. Can we buy a spearman here? We probably can. Can we buy 2 spearmen? Spearmen, spearwomen. Anything we can do in case those people end up deciding to be kind of dicey. Alright, because we definitely want to take out the neutral settlement here. Your towns do not produce enough food. Well, whose fault is that? It's my fault, but it's because we're low on upkeep and we need a few more farmers here. Alright. Let's go ahead and buy one more of these. So you're fine on farming. Our income is still okay. We can potentially get a few of these in just a little bit. Once again, these guys have some upkeep as well, so we're going to need to maybe work on our population here in just a little bit. Yeah, maybe instead of having 2, we go ahead and could just work on settlers and decide where else we want to settle next. Well, look. We have a near 100% chance of winning versus the bowmen. Let's see if we can not screw this up. So this is defending our home. We do not have walls here. Walls are something you can actually build. Then before we even do anything, is there any magic that we can cast? Black Sleep doesn't always work. Missile attack ability. Can we cast some Warp Wood, please? And did it work? They have 0 ammunition. I guess we'll find out in a second. I guess it's one of the fun things is that it's hard for me to tell if they succeed, if my spells succeeded or not. Looks like if they're probably punching us, then we did actually hurt them. Well, that's nice just to be able to cancel them. All right, so good job. We know what we're doing against them here in a little bit. Okay. So we have more of this. We are neutral on food right now. I honestly probably should be building some more stuff here. We don't want to corrupt our own lands. We don't have a lot of ways to do things here. We could do a wall of fire just for fun, but walls of fire are fun, but not for friends. Okay, let's left click to get out of there, which is something that still bothers me a little bit. I think we are going to go take on the Tower of Death Wizardry, because that's just what we do here. Okay. We can't buy you yet, but we can go ahead and let our places continue to go. Are any of these buildings going to be really good for, well, there we go. Adds 3 food and 30 per turn to the place here. So we absolutely want a farmer's market here. We'll just get some other stuff through here first. All right, and we have a empty. Because as we get more population, we'll have more people to work fields and shit. Yeah, we're at turn 66. Like I said, my goal was to run through this a little bit faster. And it seems like the plan is working. Could buy this for 14, or I can just let it finish in a turn and see if I can build buy out a second one here in just a minute. So let's just end the turn. Okay, we accepted the money. Shuri the Huntress. A great hero would like to join you. She has experience. She's a hero, either a hero or champion. Some will serve you out of loyalty. Most will acquire gold. So we do have the money for her. Pathfinding, Constitution, Blade Meanster. I can't talk. She has enchant skills and everything else. Well, we did say we wanted somebody ranged, so I didn't mean to end the turn. I don't think I ended the turn. Well, if we go back over here, we have a finished thing. We are going to cancel one of these now. All right. We have one of you all that we can totally move up here if I can properly select you. Okay. And here's our group. We have a ranged hero finally. I think this means that we are in business. I think it means that... Okay, did we just move all of our people here? That's a little awkward. But it's fine. You know what? We'll just move the longbowmen over here, and if we need backup, we need backup. Alright, because you're building a settler. That's fine. I'm probably just going to settle up here just to have another city producing shit. We do want one more longbowman, because I was planning on having more than one archer unit anyway. And then we have you three as kind of our mini garrison down here. We are out of food again. So that's something I did not manage very well. Let's see. Is there anybody that it looks like we can spare some production for some food? It's probably you guys. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. End turn. Okay, so let's move y'all up here. And then we will try to take this, not nature node yet. We're trying to take the death tower. How's it look now? It's looking pretty good. It's looking like a victory. We have super ghouls and ghosts and goblins and zombies. This is going to be fun because I'm going to look back on this video one day and be like, oh my god, I did a terrible job leading my army. And I could totally change some of these settings as well, but... Okay, so what do we got here? We have, first off, Shuri the Huntress. I kind of want her to move a little bit later. Do we have any helpful spells that could help out? Firebolt might be good. Wall of Fire, probably not. Shatter. Eldritch Weapon. So their melee, missile, and thrown attacks cause minus 10 block for the enemy. Enchanted weapons strike creatures immune to non-magical attacks with melee. Mana Leak. Terror is not going to work because all these are immune to it. So it's Firebolt or Eldritch Weapon at this point. I think I'm not going to cast anything right now. We're just going to move our army forward. Let me just make sure I can actually choose where to go. I think the skeletons are a little bit of the weaker run here. These are the archers. Who are you? You're High Elf Spearmen? So we're just going to try to do this kind of maneuver here. Here is our High Elf Swordsman that did not turn into a hero. Here are the garbage puppies. We love them. They love ear scritches. We have a 30% chance to hit, 20% chance. I don't think we can move up a little bit, can we? So still 30, 30, 30, 20. Might as well try. Okay. And then these bowyards, we'll just drop y'all behind here for now. Let's end the turn. Let these guys get a little bit closer. So see, they're coming for our weak point. Kind of. Maybe arrows versus skeletons was not the best idea. Alright, so this is Puppy Town. We can move the puppies over here and attack from this point. I don't know if the ghouls can reach. These ghouls can reach. So I don't mind our summons taking some hits. That is very much the Shuri thing here. So you guys can still attack. You guys can also attack. Just want to make sure who's who. Those are our longbowmen. Those are also longbowmen? Huh, okay. Spearmen. Alright, I should learn to read the screen, especially now that I can see all of it. So we do want to put our cannon fodder up first. That's literally the point of the fodder here. So let's go before we start here. Do these guys have any kind of resistance to ranged? They have 30% armor. Okay. Let's see if we can fire on you. Okay. It's almost like firing on skeletons is not the best. But we did just totally destroy that group, so that's a plus. Ghoul on zombies, in case you were ever wondering who was the better unit. Turns out it might be the zombies. Okay, longbowmen. They can't get hit from here. I don't think they can attack from here either. We'll let these spearmen... Well, if we do this, we can just take them on like that. And then these skeletons were hiding in the back this whole time. That's not great. So let's see what happens here. So these skeletons are going... That's a plus. Okay, that's a spearman that got hit twice. That's a little bit of a problem. Alright, but we knew the spearman kind of stunk. Okay, let's see how arrows do against zombies here. Turns out a little bit better. Okay. Puppies versus zombies. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Pretty good. I think it's time to probably cast a magic spell! We're going to spend 10 mana and hopefully not get resisted on these guys. Okay, I'm pretty sure that shield meant I just got resisted, so... Bollocks! May the rats eat your eyes. Alright, now I want to attack with this set of ghouls first. Because I may be needing these archers to do some other stuff here, so... You're dead, I think. It is a little hard to tell what's going on screen sometimes, but... Those longbowmen certainly did okay. Those skeletons are going to do a pretty good job. Let's move you up here just to put pressure here. So that's a DPS minus. We have ghouls over here that we can move here. We have swordsmen here that we can't really move yet, so let's move the ghouls, and they can't attack. Your skeletons, y'all can go over here. And this may be the best place to try to do this. So we're in good shape, but maybe not as good as the computer would be doing here. So good. You swordsmen get experience and hopefully don't die. Wow, those swordsmen actually did really good. Turns out unit promotions are very important, and keeping your summons alive so they can gain experience might be worth my time. Okay. So let's move up a little bit with our heroine here. Arrow some ghouls. Surely that did something there. Not a ton. So swordsmen versus zombies. It's like plants. Okay. Oh! We just had some skeletons. I don't think they just appeared out of nowhere. But that'd be fun, more fun if they did. Alright. Those skeletons are probably going to get walloped. But we get to attack twice. And we managed to take down one. So there is a little bit of, like, input delay for, like... Okay, maybe input delay is not the right word, but feedback. That's a lot of arrows. Alright, well, our hero is level 1, so you never... This is all a growthful experience here. Let's move you up here and slashy slash like this. Our poor ghouls. I kind of want to leave these guys in position to attack next turn. Okay, that's a plus. We're pretty dang close. Who'd I miss? May just be able to end this now. There we go. So we lost a spearman, so that is food back in the bank, hellhounds, and ghouls. Our longbowmen did a really good job. Our fame increased by 1. Hooray! So we lost some mana. We gained a armor bonus for resist elements here. Hey, didn't I get a bow that I'm supposed to equip to somebody? We learned warp creature, which is very exciting. Yeah, I was supposed to look and see where my item treasury is. And I kind of forgot to do that. So now that we have a hero, let's view this army. I just saw the manage artifact screen, so let's go back there. We got a shield. Shield of Bless. And then resist elements here. Well, manage artifacts. We can only give those to heroes at this point, so I'm going to give you this. We can't... Oh, we can equip both. Okay. Well, not leaving them in our stores apparently keeps them from getting stolen. So that's fine. And I do think we are going to go ahead and split you out and put you up here. Now, we can't take on the nature node yet. That's for sure. But what we can do is go ahead and take on Brighthaven here in just a little bit. It looks like we have one more garrison building. It looks like we do have an opening for a longbowman here, so while we're here with just a little bit of resistance, and we do have a little bit of money, can we build another garrison spearman that we can buy for 0, apparently? And then we'll have the other longbowman, and that way we can just move you to the main force. And then we can go down here. Alright, so successful combat is successful. And I think this is a decent... Ooh, they are... What are y'all sending at me? Some high elf spear bros. Yeah, we need to take out Brighthaven before we mess with any of this. So I think what's going to be the best move here is that we're probably going to have to end up selling some gold to actually summon some stuff here. We have 207 in the build queue. This is fine. We definitely want the farmer's market up next. So we're at turn 70. I think we got one more video here before we can get through the next 100 turns. But it's gonna be a little bit more active here. So we have some neutral towns trying to kind of be annoying here. Clearly Conbur, who I was worried was going to get big, has gotten really big. We actually now have this Death Tower of Wizardry, which honestly is nice to take a look at, but there's some more that I'm going to need to do. I thought that this was what we would use to transport between worlds, but I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to double check that. Because there's the nodes, which will give us more sorcery, and those are going to be very, very, very important to unlock. But we got some other business to do too, and a few turns left to do it. So that's going to be our goal next time. Punching Brighthaven in the face, using some of our bow people to clean up the sprites, and otherwise have a good time. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a comment or leave a thumbs up if you want, or a thumbs down if you really feel inclined. But you know what? I'm just happy you're here, and I'm really happy you made it through this far in the video. It was maybe a little shorter than I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. You just kind of sometimes look at the context of the run and say, this is a decent stopping spot, and we know exactly what we're doing next time. So thanks for watching. You all take care.